Here are 7 things I carry with me every day, part of my essentials as a student solo pilot. First things first, shades. Very important to invest in some high quality shades as they're gonna help you significantly, especially if you're flying somewhere with the sun or into the horizon that will hurt your eyes. However, with some aviation glasses, you'll be safe and protected. So my brother actually gifted these on my 20th birthday as I started my journey here. So thank you, Pura, for giving me these. Now next, if you want to look the part, you gotta smell the part. So invest in some perfume and chewing gum because you can't have bad breath and you always gotta smell nice. This is another gift I got from my old man. It's just a little travel size perfume. I know they say Dior Sauvage is overrated, but listen, it smells nice, it does the job, and you can never go wrong. An iPad. I genuinely can't stress enough how important this is for my life. Anything I do, whether that's using full flight, a calculator, checking the weather briefs, weight and balance sheets, whatever I do, this is here. I know it's very expensive, probably the most expensive thing out of the whole bag, but I swear to you, it's the most important one by far. So this is just a normal iPad case that I got from Apple, and it's just the iPad Pro. The Velcro strap is something I actually installed myself because you can spend $150 or £120 on a pivot iPad case. Honestly, those are amazing, but it's way too much out of my budget. So this is the next best thing, and simply all it does, it allows you to strap your iPad to your leg. So as you're taking notes on flying, this stays stationary right here. It doesn't budge, it doesn't move. So for instance, in my case, when it comes to listening to 80s and taking notes, whether it was the cloud ceiling, the weather, the altimeter, the runways available, and all of those stuff, I simply just grab this and jot all the notes down here. And with a simple button, I can erase, undo, whatever I need to do. And the best part is I have unlimited storage. It connects to the aircraft straight away, so there's no hassling and faffing about. My maps open up, my charts open up, any updates I need to do, it all does it by itself. And very simply, once I'm done, attach the pen and we're good to go. So if you want my advice, trust me and invest in some good quality iPad. It doesn't have to be the best one, I just got this. And also another thing I just remembered, I have a paper-like screen protector on this, which makes it feel like as if you're writing on a book, which is honestly amazing. So trust me when I tell you this, buy one of these. It's gonna help you tremendously. All of this crap. No, I'm joking. This is actually very useful stuff that I use every day. So these are just some pens that you can rub off. It just has an eraser. So when I write stuff and I need to rub something out, they have rubbers and they're pretty handy when I use them, especially on my navigation flights. Next, take off data card. This is where I fill off my data card. I'm putting the aircraft performance data, the weather, the ceiling, temperature, dew point, altimeter, whatever I need to use. And then on the back side of it is my mass and balance sheet where I put in to make sure that I'm safe and capable enough of flying and I'm not passing any limits. Then we have these, a navigation chart, my chart supplement book, and a plotter. So all I simply use this is to open my charts and draw my lines using the wind vectors, the distances, calculate fields, how long it's going to take me. So in case of an emergency, if one of my navigation systems shut down, such as the PFD, or if my MFD shuts down, I'm able to fly the aircraft with outside features. So I'm able to look outside and notice, oh, okay, there's a bridge here. Oh, I can see on this side of my map, there's also a bridge, so I'm at the right place. Oh, there's towers here, let me not go into them. You know, you always got to watch out for those things, especially if you're flying at night. It's very easy to get discombobulated, so it's always very important that you make sure you know exactly where you are, and of course you have to plan for contingencies. Next up, we have the Hi-Vis. So the Hi-Vis is very important because without this, I'm not allowed to go on the airfield, especially at night. They won't be able to see me. However, if I'm wearing this, it's very identifiable to see exactly where I am. So what do I also carry with this? A torch. Now you might ask yourself, why white, red and green? So the reason why this is so important is because especially at night times when I'm having a flight, I still need to inspect the aircraft. How am I going to do it when there's no light? It's not like there's street lights. I mean, there's kind of little backdrops, but when I tell you, when it hits evening civil twilight, it's pitch black out there. Especially if it's cloudy, you can't see anything. However, the use of a torch, you can see exactly. It's not going to be as clear as day, but it will do the job. So you can use the white, the green or the red. But another use for that is, up in the aircraft, our aircrafts have always 3 lights. There's a green light, which is on the right side, the red light, which is on the left side, and then a white light, which is on your tail side, showing you the back side. So this comes in very handy. And again, I'm pretty sure without a Hi-Vis, you're not allowed to step on the airfield anyway, so it's part of the law. So safety is very important. Now we got the fuel sump. After the aircraft is filled with fuel, whether that's avgas double L, which is just low lead, we have to make sure that there's no contamination, that there's no water, no extra particles or bugs or anything that might have got stuck in there, because things always happen. And the last thing you want up in the air, 10,000 feet, 5,000 feet, wherever you are, is for something to go wrong and you don't have no fuel and you have to call an emergency, mayday, pan, whatever there is. You always want to make sure prior before you go up. All you simply do with this, line the nozzle holes with the metal strip, push up and twist. Sometimes you don't even have to twist, but the fuel will just come in. And there's a filtration system that will separate if there's any dust or fibers that are just floating, so the fuel will go in. And basing on your fuel, if you're using avgas, it's just green. If you're using avgas LL, that's blue color. You gotta make sure that it's pure and there's no other contaminations. So if you see clear and you see like a water content, it will separate. And because it's denser, it will sink to the bottom. And if you see anything, you cannot fly with that. It's not safe to do so. So what you gotta do is empty it and then check it again. If anything, call maintenance and then they will help you out. So you have to carry one of these and make sure you check before you go up. And we come to the final thing, and you might be asking yourself, what is this? The Bose A30 headset. Hands down, the best headset I've ever used in the aviation world. And I can say this, and they're not sponsoring me or anything, but I'm proud to say, honestly, these are the best investments I've made. Like this and the iPad, very expensive, but I swear to you, every penny is worth it. As the Americans say, you get a bang for your buck. So the headset comes like this, has a built-in microphone with noise cancelling, and you can just simply put it over your head. Just like that. Also, it has a Bluetooth device control, which allows you to set up your music if you want to listen to music while you're flying. You're not supposed to, but if you want to listen to podcasts, or just cancel the noise out. This has 3 levels of settings if you're flying on small jets, if you're flying on big jets, propellers, because some aviation nerds want to listen to the sound of the engine. I'm personally not one of them, but let those be. I just keep it on high because I don't want to hear any of the outside noise. And I can say this hands down, I've tried some crap headphones, and after a while they hurt your ears, especially if you have a lot of stuff on your ears. For instance, you got earrings, you have sunglasses laying on your ears, if you have your normal glasses, then you got these headphones. It just adds up a lot, and you want to take that stress off your ears. And these are very, very comfortable. You will not regret in purchasing these. However, there is the A20s, which also amazing, but since these dropped, I personally had the A20s already previously, but I traded it in for these A30s and I'm very happy with it. Just make sure when you're purchasing these, you purchase the right one, as they come in a lot of variants. I got the dual plugins just because of the specific aircraft that I'm flying right now. However, you get the one that suits you best, and also just pay the extra money and get the ones with the Bluetooth, because this will help you tremendously rather than the ones without it. So this is what's inside of a pilot student bag. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys want to see any more videos like this. If you want to see a review on the A30s, if you want to see how I take notes on the iPad and use full flights, how I fill up my takeoff data card sheet, or anything like that, drop it down in the comments below. And most importantly, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the share button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. See you guys next time.